David Gray, and please forgive me from White Ladder on 1071. It is Chris, and we are hanging out in front of Kroger on South Maple. We are rocking for the hungry with Kroger and our friends over at Food Gatherers. We're trying to raise 1 million meals for our neighbors in need here in Washtenaw County, and we can't do it without your help. Please consider giving a gift today at foodgatherers.org/rockin' or by phone at 734-606-0753. Joining me once again is Scott Roubeck from the Community Kitchen in Ann Arbor. How you doing, Scott?
Good. How about you?
Doing well.
Good to see you again.
Much nicer day today. The sun is out. I can't complain.
No, not at all.
No.
It's great to be here and actually be back in person. So thank you for having us and doing all this on behalf of our community.
We love doing it, and it's we were just talking about all the bits and pieces that go into making Rockin' happen and making it successful, and it's everybody has their part. They play their part, and it all comes together at Rockin' for the Hungry, and it's just a really good feeling for us to be out here and be a part of it, and it's something we look forward to year after year, and we want to thank you guys for the work that you do. We just sit back and talk about it. Our job is easy. You guys do the hard part.
Well, we're a team. We do it together.
Yes, absolutely. So speaking of the Community Kitchen, tell me a little bit, or tell our audience about your role down at the kitchen.
Well, I'm the manager of the Community Kitchen, and we serve lunch there Monday through Friday and dinner every day of the year except Thanksgiving, where people have many other options, so we don't have to duplicate those services.
Okay.
And I work with a small team. It has generally always been two, but this year we added a third, Chris, who you met recently.
Yeah.
But it's all done through volunteers. So they do the majority of the cooking, and they're really front and center in making everything happen that goes on in the kitchen. So we couldn't do it without them.
Yep. Now, the Community Kitchen is located in the Delana Center.
Yep.
Which is located at
312 West Huron.
Okay. And it's not just a kitchen. It's also we were talking about the warming shelter, and so there's Tell us a little bit more about the facility. I'm sorry.
Sure. The Delana Center itself is a building that's owned by the county, and Food Gatherers and the Shelter Association of Washtenaw County are both in that building. Mm-hmm. We provide food services, and they provide support and housing for those who are in need of those services. So, and we work closely together. And I think Dan Kelly, the CEO, was here very recently, and it's just two amazing organizations that really work in a building very well together, and hopefully impact very significantly the people we serve every day.
Yes, I believe you do. Now, tell me, how has the pandemic affected the operations at the kitchen?
Oh, it's I can't even begin to tell you how different it was. Initially we worked with 30 to 40 volunteers a day, and we had to immediately go down to 3, sometimes 4.
Oh my goodness.
And at the same time, our service, which was a congregant, people would come in and join us. We could no longer seat 100 people. We had to go down to 24.
Oh, wow.
So we knew that was never going to be a possibility in the winter. So we had to switch from bringing people in to creating an entire system where we were packaging and sending out meals, which was far more labor intensive.
I'll bet, yeah.
And the need was significantly higher, and the force to do the work was minimal. So it was very hectic, but we innovate. We learned how to package things and how to create meals that were delicious and could be packaged easily to speed up the process. We found ways to help our guests with if they wanted to take an extra meal to go, then we could, eliminate them having to come back in the cold or having to wait to find a seat.
Right.
And it was just all of those things of, how do you make the quality and the things you do work with a very different set of circumstances. And I have a colleague, Amy, who I have worked with, I think, for 14 years. The first 9, she was a volunteer, but she was so beloved, and she just was there several days a week, and she really knew the whole system. So about 5 years ago, we realized there was an opportunity to grow our kitchen, and we didn't hesitate to be like, yeah, we want her on the team. And she's just amazing. And I think it's just that kind of dedication and the love of our organization. And we were like, let's do it. And that's what we had to do. And here we are.
So what's the kitchen look like now? I mean, how is it different now as compared to pre-COVID?
Well, right now, we are in a transitional phase.
Mhm.
Um, we are starting to bring back many of the things that we had to eliminate for safety reasons. And at the same time, we're really looking at all the things we've done. And as this is a chance to kind of, as we redevelop things, it's what are the innovations we want to bring? What are the services that we can now offer that were not on our radar? Or what are the things that we've learned during COVID that we would really want to move forward in our program? And at the same time, just before COVID, I would say the 9 months, year before, we were really looking at our cuisine in terms of culinary medicine and making things not just healthy and delicious, but there are healing properties in different foods
Sure.
that we can then introduce into our meals and our cuisine to really help facilitate long-term health.
Okay.
And we had to put that on pause. So that's something I'm very excited to be bringing
Bring
back.
that back.
And
Okay. That's
yeah,
fantastic.
so it's really a good time
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
see where the future is going to take us and where we want to take it.
Sure.
But at the same time, we have huge increases in food prices,
Right.
and there are still shortages.
Yep.
So here we are purchasing more than we ever did before, and it's gotten very expensive.
Sure.
But the commitment to our program and to the people we serve is unwavering, and we're going to make it work and find a way to do it at the highest level possible.
Right. And in order to help accomplish that goal, we are out here collecting food and funds for food gatherers because obviously a lot of the food that you use for the kitchen comes directly from food gatherers,
Absolutely.
and they cannot stock the shelves. They cannot put these meals together without your help. So please consider giving a gift today at foodgatherers.org/rockin' or by phone at 734-606-0753. Scott, thank you so much for stopping
Thank
out.
you. And a thank you to the community who are always right there to support us and champion us and allow us to do what we are able to do. So, and thank you.
Okay, we'll see you. You're coming back. We'll see you again
Saturday.
Saturday. All right, sounds good. We're going
All
to
right.
continue rocking. It's Talk on 107.1.